So I often talk about how the muscular system is used by the ego to hold back emotion. So over time, we've been taught that it is inappropriate to feel or to express certain emotions that happen in the body. Emotions are never wrong. They're actually just happening in the body. But whether or not we express them has been, decided by civilization to be either right or wrong. The fact is that they're there. And we use the muscular system to hold those emotions back. And we create what I've termed neurotic holding patterns. This is basically where the ego uses the muscles to hold back your emotions. And you literally depress your vital energies this way. One of the areas that hold the most amount of muscular tension due to holding back or repressing emotion is the face. And in the same way that we stretch the body so that we can breathe, we stretch the body to soften the neurotic holding patterns, we strengthen the body so that we can become a stronger version of ourselves, we got to consider that the face also needs to be considered. We also have to stretch, mobilize, soften, massage the musculature of the face. Now, this week, you guys have noticed I haven't uploaded very many videos because I am traveling and I'm doing a great deal of driving, so I'm not really able to stretch and exercise as I typically do. So while I've been driving 4 hours at a time, I have been using more of the facial bioenergetic exercises to release trapped emotion, to soften neurotic holding patterns, and I'd like to share some of them with you here today. So, the very first thing is you've got to get over this idea of seeming respectability, right? Our face is how we meet the world. So we're constantly trying to hold back what is naturally going on in our face. With these fake smiles, you go around and you see people with this, just a stone smile on their face. It's completely fake and neurotic and it's bullshit. So when you use these exercises, you've got to get over those patterns. You got to get over that bullshit idea that you've got to save face for the world around you. So I'm standing here in downtown Atlanta and I just don't give a shit. You have to just not give a shit to do stuff like stretch the jaw muscles, right? And if you could hold that for a good 30 seconds, a minute, longer, you'll start to really feel the relaxation throughout your entire skull. The jaw muscles are so tense, they're so tight, and they're so powerful that if you relax them through stretching it, right, you'll feel tremendously better all over. Now you want to kind of contort your face in many different ways to break up the muscular tension that's trapped across the eyes, across the mouth. Things like holding, sounds help break up the muscular tension, tapping, squeezing like you saw me do here. This particular area holds a shitload of tension, as well as the temples. So spend some time practicing this. I'm down here and people their cars are stopping and watching me, but I just don't give a shit. You have to just not give a shit. You've got to be willing to not always save face, not always be so respectable, to allow the stronger version of yourself that has been imprisoned by the muscular system, that is guarded by the ego, which you've been taught to use against yourself as a weapon, needs to be released. Do dumb shit like this, but I promise you, you will feel better.